What's up, traders? So today we're going to look at a few stocks that super investors are buying heavily right now. And we will look at the reason they're buying them and also look at any potential trades that we could possibly enter right here, right now. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad. I am a full-time options trader and I use the money that I print from the stock market in order to pay for my entire lifestyle. Now, first things first, go ahead, do me a favor, smash that like button. That just helps push this message out to more people, and do subscribe while you're at it. And also remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any equities or options contracts. Now, first things first, I have to share the word from God that has to deal with money, building wealth, or business. And today's scripture comes from Psalms 112. And it says, "Praise ye the Lord, blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon earth, the generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever." And this verse is basically just saying, fear the Lord and treat God as God, and not only will you be wealthy, but also your children as well. And for any of my parents out there, you know that your child being blessed is truly a blessing. And so I hope that word blessed somebody out there. But speaking of blessings, I have to shout out one specific member from the Trader Freedom community. Now, I have a ton of people with recent wins that I need to shout out. However, this person specifically reached a milestone that many traders may possibly never see. And so this specific individual has asked to remain anonymous. However, this past weekend, I was actually in New York and I was blessed to be able to tour the NASDAQ building. And that was just an amazing experience. And I will be sharing the details on that in a future video. However, while I was there, I received a message within the community from someone who recently did over $100,000 in the span of 15 days. And this is mind-boggling, to be honest with you. And this person isn't someone who has like a 7-figure account. No, not at all. Their account size this is a huge return. And so this person actually joined the community back in April, and he adopted the process, and I seen him day by day get better and better. And I seen him when he started, he would make a few $100s per day, and then he got to the point where he would make about 1,000 a day, then it went to 2,000, and now he's just leaps and bounds beyond what I could ever imagine was possible. And you know, when I started this journey of trying to help people create freedom from the stock market, my ultimate goal was I wanted to create 100 millionaires before the day I die. And I told this person that in either May or June that I believe that they would be my first millionaire trader. And when I told them that, they sounded a little bit unsure as to the possibilities of that. But now that they are doing crazy numbers like this, I'm sure they see the possibilities, because obviously they are on track to do well over $1 million within the next year. All right, he actually shared with me that he made $81,000 just last month in the month of July, and then he did $100,000 in the first 15 days of August. And on top of that, he's a super humble individual. He did not want to be shouted out. When he shared this information with me, the only thing he asked is that I would not share his name. And so of course I won't, but congratulations to you, sir. The sky is literally the limit from here. But if you guys know anybody who would like to use the stock market in order to buy their own freedom back, the link is below in the description to Trader Freedom. Not only will you get to see my exact trades when I enter them, in which we have strategies all the way from 0 DTE for our day traders, all the way up to monthly income strategies for our individuals who are a little bit more busy. Then you'll get access to the Trader Freedom course that will show you my entire framework for trading options. Thirdly, you'll get access to ask me questions at any given time. And lastly, you'll be within a community of other traders who all have the exact same goal. And so if you know anybody who would be interested in this, the link is below in the description. But now let's get down to business. All right, so here we are looking at SPY, and obviously the stock market has gone up quite a bit over the course of the year, or more so since April. And we're currently sitting at 636 on the SPY, and my year-end number is 660. All right, 660 for the SPY, or 6,600 for SPX. But one thing is for sure is our companies are doing amazingly well. Now, we've had a few days of a little bit of volatility as we await for Jerome Powell's speech on Friday. And so we can absolutely expect some volatility up till then. And then where the market heads in the short term will be based on what he says and the sentiments that he gives. But one thing is for sure is that the market will definitely react to anything that man does. All he has to do is blink his eyes a few times and people will think, oh, that means the market's going to double. But what is most likely to happen is he will come on stage and he will say the exact same thing that he said every other month before, which is we are still trying to reach our 2% goal, and any further moves will be based on the data. All right, so I'm not even quite sure why the market even moves when he talks anymore, because he says the exact same thing. All right, but the expectation is that we will lower interest rates next month. Now, if we come over here and we look at the CME Fed Watch tool, we can see that as of right now, there is an 82.9% chance that we lower interest rates at the September 17th meeting. Now, this amount always fluctuates because if we come down here, we can see just 1 week ago, we had a 94% chance, and about a month ago, we had a 55% chance. All right, so as he speaks and as more data comes out, these numbers will fluctuate, but no one will know until September 17th. And so that'll be something that we have to wait to find out. However, like I said, our companies, our US companies are in amazing shape and they are growing very rapidly. And so if they do start to cut interest rates next month, that'll be an even larger boost to the market. But what I want to discuss today are a few companies that super investors are buying up in droves. All right, the 13 Fs were just recently released, and 13 Fs are just documentation that shows what super investors have been purchasing or selling over the last quarter. And if we take a look at this page here on dataroma.com, we can see the companies that were most purchased by the super investors. And there are 3 that stand out. You can see we have them listed here. There were 13 super investors that bought United Healthcare, 12 super investors that bought Amazon, and also 12 super investors that bought Google. Now, I've already given my spiel on United Healthcare. That was posted in my very last video. So if you have not seen that video, make sure you watch till the end of this video and then you go back to the last one to see my opinion on United Healthcare and how we are trading it currently. And so today's video, I want to focus mainly on Amazon and we will touch on Google as well. Now, I was super excited to see these 2 specific companies in the top 3 of buys by super investors because these are 2 companies that I've been trading lately and am very interested in. Now with Amazon, part of the reason I am so interested in them is because of how well they will be able to boost their earnings based on just a few adjustments that they can make from here. Now, if you're not aware, Amazon has the most revenue of any company in the world as of right now. All right, not too long ago, they passed Walmart as far as the king of revenue, and now Amazon sits on that throne. However, their profits aren't that amazing because they have a lot of expenses, and most of their expenses come from paying their employees. They quite literally have over 1 million employees, and so when you times that 1 million times however much they make, that is quite an expensive bill. But something they have been doing lately is investing heavily into AI, and the CEO has already came out and said that AI will replace a ton of jobs at Amazon, which in return, when that happens, they will have less employees to pay, which will mean a higher earnings. But don't take it from me. Let's listen to this video.
The CEO of Amazon telling the company's employees that some of their jobs will be replaced by AI and that Amazon's workforce is expected to shrink in the coming years as AI's role expands. Our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, is here with the story. I don't know how good of news this is for, physical employees.
Right.
Rebecca,
I mean, good morning, Michael. Hey, guys. And this is big news, and it's unsettling news for a lot of people listening. In a message to employees, Andy Jassy, the CEO of Amazon, writing that the tech giant will need fewer people doing some of the jobs that are being done today and more people doing other types of jobs, and that Amazon will reduce its total corporate workforce in the next few years. Amazon is already using generative AI to do everything from improving inventory placement to forecasting demand to cutting costs and delivery times. You experience some of this as a customer, but in the future, according to Jassy, those AI agents will be teammates. The technology is now your teammate in the future.
Well, it sounds like this is a growing trend, though.
It is, and we've heard this now from Meta, we've heard it from Microsoft. Like I said, it is deeply unsettling as a human to hear it, but learning how these tools actually work and can help you in your work and life is a huge advantage right now. Google offers a free course called Google AI Essentials. You can download an app like ChatGPT, ask it questions. Once you familiarize yourself, you can even use it to manage things like your calendar and summarize long documents. And guys, this is something we're going to be talking about into the future. It's important to remember here that it's not necessarily a job replacement, but it makes jobs different. Being at the higher end, doing the higher level thinking, being helpful and being human. This is key. When you're in a job, put forth the best human aspects of yourself and be kind to humans as well.
That's true. All right, all good points there, Rebecca.
Thanks,
Thank you.
And so with that information, let's go ahead and look at a few data points that will help us with selecting how we want to trade Amazon. Now, here we are looking at the chart for Amazon, and these are the daily candles, and we're looking at the last 6 months. But what I think I want to do is I want to sell puts on this company because I would love to own it, especially at a cheaper price, right? Because I believe that their earnings are going to skyrocket in the future, and I would love to get access to those earnings. So I would love to purchase the company. However, of course, I want a discount because I want a discount on everything. All right, so here we are, and looking at the chart, what I want to do, since I am going to sell puts, is I want to look for any levels of support. Now, we can see obviously over the last few days it's had a little bit of a downturn, but we can see as of right now, this purple line is the 50-day moving average, and it is literally just popped right off of it. And so we'll see how it finishes the week. And then we have the bottom of the Bollinger Band here at around 213, and then we have the 200-day moving average at 211. And so Amazon is near several different levels of support. And if you're familiar with the channel, then you know that I love Bollinger Bands. And so I will keep this bottom level of the Bollinger Band in mind. And so we'll say that's about 214. And so now let's head over to the next data point. All right, so now we are looking at gamma exposure. And with gamma exposure, without getting too detailed into it, it basically can show you some levels of support and resistance, because it can show you where market makers may need to hedge their bets. And negative gamma exposure specifically can show you where market makers may need to buy more shares. And so if we come over here, if we look down here at these negative levels, we can see that the biggest bar, not by much, but the biggest bar is right here at 210. And so there is a good chance that if Amazon's stock price were to come down to these levels, that market makers would be forced to buy shares of the company in order to neutralize their bets. And obviously, market makers are the ones that are handling billions of dollars per day. And so if they start buying shares, that does absolutely make an impact. All right. And so with that information, we now know that there is a ton of support anywhere between that 210 to 215-ish level. All right. And you guys can get access to this data. It is the last link in the description. But if you use that link, you get a free 30 days to try this out. And there's a ton of different data points that I use within this website, and I use it every single day to find the best trades. So go ahead, click the last link in the description and try it out for yourself. But now let's go ahead into the Moomoo platform and look at a potential trade. All right, so here we are at the options chain for Amazon. And the first thing I need to do is select my expiration date. And so I go anywhere up to 45 days out. And so for this one, I think I'm going to go about 30 days. Let's make it into a nice little perfect month. So expiration of September 19th, I will go ahead and click on that. And remember, we said we've seen some support levels anywhere between the 210 to 215 level. And so I would probably be fine anywhere in that range. But let's go ahead and let's go right in the middle. I'm gonna go to this strike that is at $212.50. All right, and so if I go ahead and I click the bid price, we can see that I will receive $247 per contract right here, right now for placing this trade. Now, when we are selling puts, we are agreeing to buy the shares if the stock price were to drop below our strike. And so I am saying to the buyer, hey, I will buy your shares from you if Amazon stock price were to drop below $212.50. Now, every contract is worth 100 shares, so you would need to make sure that your account could handle something like this. All right, because if that were to occur, you can see right here that you would be purchasing about $21,000 worth of Amazon stock. All right. However, if you have a smaller account, you can easily just turn this right into a credit spread. All right. And so what we could do is maybe I'll come up here and I will buy to open this $200 put, and that effectively turns it into a credit spread. And what a credit spread does is it does decrease the amount that you can make from the trade. However, it greatly decreases how much you need in order to put on the trade to begin with, and also your max loss. All right. And so we can see right here, I went from making $245 just by selling the put to now making $159 for selling this credit spread. However, the amount I need in my account in order to do so went from $21,000 for just selling the put to now $1,000 for this credit spread. And so that is a huge difference, and you can definitely utilize credit spreads when you are trying to grow your account, because that is exactly what I did to grow mine. All right, but if we come up here and we look at this P&L curve, we can see as long as the stock price for Amazon stays above our short strike, then we just make our money and we go about our day. All right, so if the stock price goes up, we just make that $159. If it stays the same, we just make that $159. If the stock price goes down some, we just make the $159. However, once it goes below our strike of 212, you can see from that number up there, the amount that we make gets less and less and less, and then our break-even point is right around $210.91. And then if the stock price were to continue to go down, then it would become a losing trade. All right, but if you were to own the shares of the stock, then if the stock price were to go down, it would become a losing trade as well. However, when you are selling options, it gives you a much larger margin of error, right? You can still make money even if the stock price goes down some. It just can't go below your actual strike price. All right, and then from there, I usually exit trades anywhere between 50 to 80% profit. And then as far as exiting the trade in a losing situation, well, credit spreads already naturally have a capped max loss to it. However, if you want to cap your max loss even more, then you could also just put in a stop loss. All right, and that is it for Amazon. But now let's go ahead and switch over to Google and look at the exact same data points so we could look at a potential trade for Google as well. All right, so now we're looking at Google's chart, and we can see kind of bounced off of some levels today. It hit that middle Bollinger Band line, came down below it, and then bounced right back up. And so now it's trading right around $199, close to $200. And so we will be able to see by the end of today whether it closes above or below the $200 mark. However, it does look like this $190 level created a level of support. All right, once it went above it, it bounced off of it a few times. It went down below it for one day. However, it bounced right back upwards and has not gone down below it since. And so I believe that that level could be a nice level of support. And it's also right below where the lowest Bollinger Band line is. All right, the lowest Bollinger Band line is at 192. And so 190 seems like it would be pretty safe. And so let's go ahead and look at the gamma exposure as well. All right, so looking at the gamma exposure for Google, what you want to obviously notice is that it has a ton of positive gamma exposure. And we can see a huge level of positive gamma exposure at the $210 strike. And when you have positive gamma exposure, the price tends to drift towards it. All right, it kind of acts somewhat like a magnet. And so that is good to see that it has a ton of positive gamma exposure. And we can see the largest negative gamma exposure is at the $195 strike. And so if it were to hit 195, then we could possibly see some support there as well. All right, and so now we know that we want to be anywhere between the $190 to $195 level. So now let's head back over to Moomoo and look at a potential trade. All right, so what we'll do is we will go to the exact same expiration date that we used for Amazon. So that is 30 days out from now. And I absolutely love Google because it was one of the only Mag 7 stocks other than Apple that did not shoot up drastically over the course of this year. And fundamentally, they may be the best company because it was the only company that had over $100 billion in net income in 2024. All right, so when it comes to the bottom line, when it comes to actually making the most money and keeping it, Google is the king of the world. And so I really love Google from a fundamental perspective. For some odd reason, people believe that AI would destroy their business, and it is shown that it's done nothing but help it. And I believe that Google is one of the front runners when it comes to AI development. All right, and so that is my bullish thesis there. But like we said, we can go anywhere between $190 and $195 as far as a level of support. And for this, I want to be a little bit under whatever level of support that I'm thinking of. And so instead of somewhere between 190 and 195, I think I'm going to go ahead and go right to 187. All right, at 187, that'll pay us anywhere between $240 to $244 right here, right now. And if we come up here and we look at the expected move, we can see it says plus or minus $12.43. Well, that would put us right around that $187.50 mark. All right, the expected move is just the options market pricing in the largest expected move up or down for a stock by a specific date. And this $187.50 strike would put us right under that mark. So that sounds good to me. I'm going to go ahead and sell that put. So I'll hit the bid price right here. And we can see that I will make $242 right here, right now for doing so. And I'm just agreeing to buy shares of the company if the stock were to drop below my mark. And that's the reason selling puts is just a win-win when you are actually doing it in the way that you should be, which is selling the puts on stocks that you actually like at the prices that you would actually like to own them at. And when you do it that way, it's literally a win-win. Like, I don't care. I don't care what happens to the stock price. I don't care if it goes up. That means I just make my money from my premium. I don't care if it goes down because that means that I still collect the money from my premium. However, now I get to purchase shares of a company that I really like at the price that I selected. So I want to either get paid to wait around or I get paid to wait around and buy shares on a discount. And that is absolutely a win-win. But again, let's assume that your account is not large enough to just do put sales on Google. Well, again, you can turn it into a credit spread. And so if we look at the put selling metrics, we can see that we would make $242 and we would need about $18,500 in our account in order to place that trade. However, if I just come up here and I buy a put anywhere less than the one that we are selling, so let's say we come up here and we buy the put at 175. All right, well now I will be making $154 and now I only need $1,096 in my account in order to place this exact trade, all while still having a very high probability of profit. And so those are the two companies that I'm really loving right now. And obviously the super investors are loving as well. And these were just examples. However, if you are in the Trader Freedom community, then you know what exact trades we are placing on these stocks. And if you're not in the Trader Freedom community, then come on and join us. You have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain. And I would love to see you there. The link is below in the description. And hey, let me know down in the comments below if you plan on trading Google or Amazon anytime soon. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace!